विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे
विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे
विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे विघ्नहरं भजो रे
विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे
भजो रे विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे
विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे
विघ्नेश्वरं भजो रे मानस विघ्नहरं भजो रे दया करो साई नारायणा करो साई नारायणा
करो साई नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
पंकज नयना पन्नग शयना
नयना पन्नग शयना
पंकज नयना पन्नग शयना
नयना पन्नग शयना
श्री वासुदेवा नारायणा
वासुदेवा नारायणा
श्री वासुदेवा नारायणा
वासुदेवा नारायणा
पाप विनाशा प्रशान्ति वासा
विनाश प्रशान्ति वासा
पाप विनाशा प्रशान्ति वासा
विनाश प्रशान्ति वासा
परति पुरी साई नारायणा
पुरी साई नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
दया करो साई नारायणा
करो साई नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
करुणा सागर नारायणा
पंकज नयना पन्नग शयना
नयना पन्नग शयना
श्री प्रशान्ति वासा
पाप विनाशा प्रशान्ति वासा
परतिपुरी साई नारायणा
परतिपुरी साई नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
परमानन्दा नारायणा
दया करो साई नारायणा
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
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 कोई बोले दुर्गा काली, कोई बोले साई माँ,
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 कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह,
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 कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा,
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 साधु संत फकीरा जाने सब है तेरो नाम,
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 बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक, बोल मन साई राम,
बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक, बोल मन साई राम,
बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक, बोल मन साई राम,
बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक, बोल मन साई राम,
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले दुर्गा काली, कोई बोले साई माँ,
कोई बोले दुर्गा काली, कोई बोले साई माँ,
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले हरि हरि, कोई बोले राम राम,
कोई बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह,
कोई बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह,
कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा,
कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा,
मन साई राम।
बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम।
बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम।
बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम।
कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
तुम हो बाबा दया के सागर।
तुम हो बाबा दया के सागर।
तुम हो गुण मंदिर नटनागर।
तुम हो गुण मंदिर नटनागर।
आदि अनंत है सत्य सनातन।
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 अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
सच्चिदानंद प्रभु कृपा करो प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
तुम हो बाबा दया के सागर।
तुम हो बाबा दया के सागर।
तुम हो गुण मंदिर नटनागर।
गुण मंदिर नटनागर।
आदि अनंत है सत्य सनातन।
आदि अनंत है सत्य सनातन।
अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
अलख निरंजन साई जनार्दन।
सच्चिदानंद प्रभु कृपा करो प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे।
साई प्रेम दे शांति दे आनंद दे बाबा प्रेम दे। सत्य धर्मावतारी शांति प्रेमावतारी सर्वधर्मावतारी साई
offering our most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Esteemed elders, brothers and sisters, Om Sri Sai Ram. My name is Kia Mohan, and I am the National Female Young Adult Coordinator for Sri Satya Sai Global Council of Trinidad and Tobago.
My name is Arabi Sivarasa, and I'm the National Female Young Adults Coordinator for the Sri Satya Sai Global Council of Canada.
Sarah, my name is Sai Sinthayaparan, and I'm the National Male Young Adult Coordinator for Sri Satya Sai Global Council of Canada, and we will be your moderators for today.
We would like to start off by welcoming everyone to the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Zone 1 Forum, Staying Connected. Now, what does staying connected really mean? And how do we, as devotees of Sai, connect and stay connected after Swami is no longer in physical form? Sister Arabi, what are your thoughts?
I think it means to stay connected with our ultimate source, our Swami, who resides in our hearts.
I think that's exactly it. And, also staying connected with our Sai centers and devotees from across the world. And of course, all working in harmony together with unity.
And of course, staying connected with Prashanti Nilayam, the birthplace and headquarters of our dear Swami's worldwide mission. Speaking of birthplace and headquarters, Sister Kia, have you been to Prashanti Nilayam?
I have actually, way back in 2008. That was probably about 16 years ago when I was only 10. But even at such a young age and being so young, it was such a meaningful and impactful trip to me. And what about you, Sister Arabi? Have you ever been?
With Swami's grace, I hope to have the opportunity to visit this year. However, in the meantime, I know we have a very special guest that's joining our program today, straight from Prashanti Nilayam. So stay tuned.
Okay, wonderful. So before we get into our program today, we're just going to quickly go over our very exciting agenda. We will be starting off, like we said, with a very, very special guest from Prashanti Nilayam, Sri R.J. Rathnakar, which will be followed by a very engaging and insightful question and answer session.
We will then have Dr. Akshay, our Zone 1 Zonal Chair, share a brief message, followed by updates from each of our national presidents, young adult global activities from Brother J. Sai Gayal, and zonal updates from Sai Kishore Paluru, Dr. Geeta Kamath, Mr. Sainath Vadatiranathan, and Dr. Raja Rao. To conclude our session, we will provide another opportunity to ask any questions that you may have, followed with Arati.
And just a few housekeeping items for us all to keep in mind. Just to avoid any interruptions, everyone will be muted for the duration of the program.
And we ask that questions directed to Sri R.J. Rathnakar, sir, during the first question and answer period, or questions directed to the presenters during the second question and answer period, be asked in the chat, and a moderator will read it out on your behalf.
To commence the Zonal Forum, we would now like to invite our guest speaker for today, Sri R.J. Rathnakar, Managing Trustee of the Sri Satya Sai Central Trust, Prashanti Nilayam. Sri R.J. Rathnakar is the son of Swami's younger brother, Sri R.V. Janaki Ramaya. Right from birth, Sri Rathnakar grew up under the loving care and divine guidance of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who prepared him to take up high responsibilities in his divine mission. He was awarded the All-Rounder Gold Medal in 1990 and graduated from the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning with an MBA in 1991. Bhagwan later appointed him as the chairman of the Srimati Ishrama High School, Puttaparthi, and in March 2010, Swami appointed him as a trustee of the Sri Satya Sai Central Trust. Currently, he serves as the managing trustee of the Sri Satya Sai Central Trust. He is also trustee of Sri Satya Sai Sadhana Trust and trustee of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning Trust. He has innumerable intimate experiences as a Sai student and as a trustee with our beloved Bhagwan. We will now pass it over to our guest speaker, Sri R.J. Rathnakar. Sarah.
Sairam to everybody. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I offer my prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sisters, brothers from SSGC Zone 1, a very loving Sairam to each one of you. When Brother Akshay mentioned to me that I need to be speaking for Zone 1 devotees, he gave me option of either on 3rd or on, I think, 10th, I think. 2 dates were given to me. I said the first opportunity I should grab to get in touch with my own brothers and sisters. So there we are today. So happy to see all of you on this beautiful day. Of course, for us in Prashanti, it's always beautiful in Swami's presence. Nothing more fulfilling, nothing more wonderful than our very divine Prashanti Nilayam, the abode of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. As I've seen right from 2011 onwards, after Baba's Mahasamadhi, till this date, every day I had something to learn. Every day I had something new to observe. Every day I had some visit of Swami in form of somebody or other, or some message, some story, some beautiful anecdote, somebody sharing their experience. It's a constant spiritual journey, enriching your own soul again, day by day. And your travel towards God, getting closer to God, is assured because you are in constant companion. Your constant companion is none other than Bhagavan himself. Satya Sai, Sri Satya Sai Global Council has been doing wonderful work. And recently, I understand that in America, I think Akshay can confirm to me, we have reached 100 centers. Am I right, Akshay?
Sairam, yes. Swami's grace.
Swami's grace, we have reached 100 centers in United States of America. That 100 means it is the first gift from devotees of Zone 1 being placed at the lotus feet of Swami for his 100th birthday. We already have 100 centers. I was so glad to hear that recently 2 more centers added to Global Council and 100 centers are here. So across the world, we have nearly 1,500 centers. The way Swami is guiding, the way Swami is taking this mission to a different level, it's an unfathomable experience for each and every person who stays in Prashanti Nilayam. Every day, scores of people, hundreds and thousands of people come to Prashanti. This today, as I'm speaking to you, we have 2,500 devotees as Parthi Yatra, that is Parthi pilgrimage from Karimnagar district of Telangana state. This morning I had an opportunity to address them out of 2,500, maybe 2,100 are the first time comers coming to Prashanti Nilayam. Nearly 90% of them, 85 to 90%, are coming for the first time to Prashanti Nilayam. It's so glad to see so many people coming to Prashanti. Prashanti is so vibrant, I cannot explain to you in words. We had such a wonderful birthday. The whole 2023 has been fantastic. In July, we had a CLC, that is Center Leaders Conference. It was amazing. Nearly 3,000 people were attending. It's such brotherhood and such bonhomie, such camaraderie. It's never ever experienced before. And we have beautiful convention center, which we inaugurated, and the Prime Minister of our country, Shri Narendra Modi ji himself was giving inaugural address. He addressed all the Global Council Center leaders on that particular day. He was so happy, and we expected him to speak for 5 to 7 minutes because he had G20 summit on that day. He had to meet a lot of dignitaries. They had told me he'll spend not more than 7-8 minutes, but 25 minutes he was talking. He just enjoying himself, forgot everything else, and just spending time with Swami. And Swami's so beautifully, so eloquently he was speaking about Swami, and he addressed all the delegates of Central Leaders Conference. He talking about Global Council, and from there onwards, the amount of, I've seen people coming here crying, people literally in tears whenever they feel the divine vibrations of Prashanti Nilayam. Center Leaders Conference, after that, we had a beautiful birthday celebrations. I think you all must be getting to see, and many of you have presented yourself here also during a birthday. So it has been a fantastic experience for all of us. And it's so beautiful that the way a lot of people's reaction is that
We can still hear you. It looks like we're having some screen difficulties, but we can still hear you.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and we can see you.
Okay. So we had a wonderful time, and birthday, it was a fantastic birthday we had. So many beautiful programs, and whomever I bumped into, whichever devotee group I interacted, they all said, there's so much of vibration, so much of, we feel so spiritual in this place. Then came Christmas. Christmas was completely a different bliss altogether. It was so much filled, and this time a lot of brothers from Western countries filled the Prashanti Nilayam. It was like, when you, after bhajan, if you go into Rama's Gate, it will be like somewhere you're in Europe. All Western sisters and brothers standing, congregating, you will feel it is like, I haven't seen, even when Swami was physically there, that kind of lots and lots of them were here. In fact, after that, I got a request from a Russian group to address them. There were 120 of them. So I went to address them. So they were Ukrainians and Russians together I was addressing. Out of 120, there must be 30, 40 Ukrainians, and the rest of them were Russians. I was quite surprised when they were introducing to me that there are Russians, there are Ukrainians. I said, we are okay together here in Prashanti. They said that is why we come to Prashanti, to stay united. We are all brothers and sisters. It's the governments which may fight, but we are together, is what they were saying. So it feels so beautiful, and only Swami could achieve this. Swami could only do this. Only in the presence of Swami, everybody will forget their differences and come together and be like brothers and sisters. That is Prashanti. That is the beauty of Prashanti. And Prashanti Lemisi, it is giving so much of direction, so much of blessings to people that I see scores of. Any day you can walk into Prashanti and Kulwant Hall. Huge number of new people. Huge. Off late we see more and more. And the number of people who are coming now are literally surpassed or more than when Swami was physically here. The number of people coming to Prashanti. They hear, there are a lot of lovely experiences I keep hearing. Recently, we have a gentleman called Nawaf from Syria, Damascus. He was here, just came. All of a sudden, he was in my office. He said, good morning, Saira, Mr. Rathnakar. And there was a young lady along with him. She came and they sat here. I just was asking, and that young lady told me, can I convey, can I tell you my experience, what I went through? I said, please do. And it's so much sort of humble. It's a very humbling experience whenever you hear such lovely stories. She's an Iraqi lady, young lady from Iraq. But she doesn't stay in Iraq, she stays in Canada. She stays in Canada and she says, I've been there for last 10, 12 years, 15 years, whatever. This is, I don't know, last 1 year back, Swami came in a dream. And Swami talked, he said, come to me. She doesn't know, she has never seen somebody like Swami with a lot of hair and that beautiful orange robe. He says, I felt, who says, she just said, please go away. And Swami just went away. That was her dream, first dream. Then after 3 months again, Swami appears to her in a dream and says, please, you come to me. She says, who are you? And Swami says, come to India. This is all what she receives the instruction. Swami disappeared. She's searching because she doesn't have a photo of Swami. She's never seen him. It's only in the dream. So how do you search on Google or anywhere else on networks? So she's being from Iraq in Arabic. She was going through, maybe somebody from our side, maybe there, I do not know. She was searching Arabic channels. She happens to see this YouTube channel from Syria, where Satyasai Center has some YouTube channel, and Dr. Nawaf keeps talking. Suddenly she bumps into this and she's in Arabic and she sees Swami there and says, oh, this is the man who was coming in my dream. And then she tries to contact them and say, who is he, what is he? And she's surprised that he belongs to India. This guru is a guru and he's in, they tell him whatever about Swami and they say he's in India. And Swami had told her, come to India. So it is first shocker for her. Oh, there is a person like this and he's from India and he told me that he's from India. There it doesn't stop. Then the family objects to her going anywhere to India because they are from Islam. They say no, and they don't believe all this, and they say no. Then she says, okay. She tries to tell them, no, there is a... Again, Swami comes in a dream and just smiles at her and disappears. Then she says, no, I need to go to India. Then she goes and applies for a visa. Recently, 3-4 months back, there was some issue between India and Canada, and they had stopped the issuance of visas for, Indian visas. There was some small time that there was a problem like that. So she goes there, they said, no visas to India. She gives up, saying that now so much is happening, my family is not willing, and I do not know a place in India, I'm never been to India. Now that they're saying there's a problem and they're not giving visa, so let me leave it, I don't need to pursue this. And she goes back, and after a week, Swami comes in her dream and says, I have removed the ban on visas, just apply. Can you imagine this? This is you while you are. When I was telling, she's in tears. I have goosebumps when she was telling me this. She was in, and she says, Swami told her, I have removed the ban for you. And she, in the midnight, she gets up, gets into the website, sees that, and she says, you can apply for visa. Next day, she goes and applies for visa. She gets visa, she buys ticket, and she's in Prashant Nilayam. First time, this is a lady from Islam nation, from that family, from background, sitting in front of me and just reiterating that Bhagavan is here and he's for real, he's something beyond anybody's reach, and he's absolutely guiding people. She says he's real, he's someone whom you can connect, you can contact, he will guide you. He's a first timer to India, first timer to Prashanti Nilayam, and the kind of faith, and she goes into, her tear rolls down when she's speaking about Swami and the way how Swami guided. Swami said, you come to India, and next Swami says, I have removed ban for you. I have removed the visa ban for you. And she gets up in the midnight and checks up. She's petrified to see what Swami is doing. And she says, when I saw that, they say you can apply for visa, she's completely shocked. And she goes and applies and she gets visa. And she was sitting here. And all that poor lady was just how Swami blessed her and how happy to be in Prashanti, what vibrations in Prashanti. She said, this is my home. I will convince entire my family to come here and have pilgrimage only here. See, we do not know at what realms of consciousness that Swami is operating. In fact, somebody from Canada should guide her to come to our centers in there. Maybe Nawaf can little guide her to come to Sai Center. She was very keen. So like that, this is one story which we come to know and somebody expressed. And plenty of them are happening. There is a group of devotees from Argentina. Nearly 100 of them are there. So a group came here and was speaking to me. They all came here. Just satsang, they wanted to just talk about Swami. Of course, they had their own poor things, misguided, and so they said a lot of unnecessary things we heard about trust and you and all that they started. I said, just leave them aside. Now let us talk about Swami. Let us only be positive. Let us be only do what is required. You are already in Prashanti. Swami has brought you here. So we had a very lovely time, and they're all in tears. They went to media center. They had a wonderful time there. The way they were singing bhajans is something, it is Swami who is doing all this. He bringing people from different corners of the world, different parts of the world into Sai mission. So that is the way Swami is connecting to people. Because he's divine. Once he told me, if I asked him once, Swami, is there anything which we need to do? He said, Aim do. Just shut up and just be there. That's all you need to do. Don't do anything. I will do everything for you. That is what he told me. Just be there. Don't do anything. Don't need to do we don't need to reinvent wheels. We have everything given by Swami. Don't misguide anybody. Don't do anything wrong. Don't just follow the master. Follow his guidance. And be loyal, be connected to him. That is the only thing which all of us should do. Connect to Swami. He will guide you and our life becomes celebration. And it's so beautiful with Swami in our lives. It's so beautiful. In fact, even today morning when I was talking to these devotees here and exchanging, many of them, when I ask, how are you feeling in Prashant 11, they say, we go to many temples, many places, but this experience is unique. It's completely unique. It is different. They don't feel like what it is anywhere else. They feel it is something special, something different, something unique for them. So it's a new experience for people because here Swami sanctified every inch of this place with his divine aura, with his divine energy. he built this mission, built this beautiful headquarters for all of us to come and enjoy our home with his sweat and blood, and every brick knows him, and he knows every brick here. That's why it's so pure. And in fact, the last one year we have been discussing, we have been internally, people come to me and say, there's something very not abnormal, something very new is happening here, sir. They keep telling me. I said, yes, I too feel it, because it's a pure love that is permeating this air of this Prashanti now. There's no, it's just people come here for Swami. There's nobody in between. There's nobody saying, even organization we have, even after advent of Sri Sathya Sai Global Council, we have always taken a stand that Swami and devotees are connected directly. Like we are all. Every office bearer in Sathya Sai Global Council is also a devotee, and we are connected to Swami. Unless we are connected to Swami, we cannot be doing his work. Swami would not allow his work to be done if you are not connected or you are going astray. That is very clear, and that kind of atmosphere prevails here so much that everybody feels part of it. And many new people, even Argentinian group which was coming here, many of them were new first-timers. They all say we are at home, we feel at home, it's like we feel. And Kulwant Hall is giving so much vibrations that people just go into raptures. The tears roll down automatically without even their own, involuntarily it happens when your heart is full, you're joyful, you have no control over that, it just happens. So that is the kind of feeling people are enjoying here. In fact, recently also our Prime Minister was landing in our airport, and I had to receive him and see him off. He was telling me I'm going to Ayodhya, so I'm on some diksha, some kind of ritualistic thing. So I want to come very soon, and I will be coming. And he was telling me, Pakka, I will do it 100%. I'll come like that. But the amount of love everyone has, because Swami touched everyone. Every walk of life, people have been touched. I can tell the entire night, it doesn't suffice how much people are connected to Swami. Wherever we go, wherever we see people, we are seeing that connect to Swami. Just this morning, I had a message from, in a Grand Slam, one of the Indians won a Grand Slam at a I think at the age of 43, Opanna. So he was, I received a message in this morning saying that there are very ardent devotees and they would like to come and have darshan. See, look at that, how much they must be praying, they must be connected. They're all like a Grand Slam and, you're in the top of the world. But when they come and they say they would like to visit Prashant and Liam and all of their families, very ardent devotees, there's something like, when I read the message, I was saying, Swami, whom all you are connected, where all you are connected it's just not possible for us to fathom. So Swami is doing his work, and we are happily enjoying that bliss of being in the presence of Swami. And 100 birthday is coming. A lot of work is happening. Lots and lots of work is happening. We have, of course, Premataru, which is 10 million trees that is going on. We have one more, a very nice, beautiful initiative. We have what's called Temple Trail, sponsored by Sathya Sai Central Trust. We are trying to create a nice serial videos of the great temples in India, around 24 of them. One of them, it's like an axis they have selected. How the presence of God is being experienced by people, and what it takes for a kshetra, what it takes for a spiritual center to emerge. So there's a nice program is going to we are launching in birthday. this birthday time, and a lot of recording is happening. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. One of them, like it's all a manifestation of the divine. Each temple, each spiritual center also is a manifestation of the divine. That's why Swami, in his very early days, he was in Badrinath, he was in Somnath, so many places, Sri Chailam, she has gone to Kashi, wherever he has been to energize those places. And we thought we will just take wherever Swami is visited and all those temples and want to give them what is the importance, how divine manifests, and what is it. Like, if I was just, as a student, I was reading a book by Lahiri Mahasaya. So he says at that one place that there are seeds of energy in the world where the temples have come up, and there are many other seeds of powers, which energy seeds of energy, which still there, and if that comes up, like, and he says the masters chose them to be their places, and Swami chose Puttaparthi, a seat of energy. That's why from a small hamlet of 25 maybe 25, 30 households tucked away into the wilderness, back of beyond civilization, no road, no electricity, nothing. Swami chose this place for his avatarhood, and today it is connected to the entire world. Today, again, it has become a district headquarters in the name of Bhagavan, in the name of Sri Satya Sai. The very name. We have 2 million people in this district, and all their addresses have Satya Sai district. So Swami's name in their house. Whenever they have to give address, there will be Swami's name. So 2 million people give their house address, and address as Swami's name. Every bank account, they have Swami's name because it is Satya Sai district. So every birth certificate, every death certificate, every voter ID, every ration card, every passport, every registration, your title documents, every bit of it will have Swami's name for those 2 million people in this geographical region. So wonderful it is. Whoever expected from 20, 30 households in a place called a small hamlet called Puttaparthi, in a wilderness, it has become, it's a global center for spirituality. In fact, a lot of interest has been there for a lot of people. When recently I was traveling, I met many people who are saying would like to come have some conference, some kind of spiritual retreat, spiritual engagement in Prashant Nilayam. That is the place. So much of interest Swami is generating. If you see, and 100th birthday, people are going to be, I think, they're all getting charged up. They're all getting, everybody keeps asking, what are we doing? We want to be part of that. Many people are saying that. So all of us are eagerly waiting, and we have so many projects. In fact, we're also doing something in the field of to support our brothers and sisters who have some disabilities, and we are also doing like that. There are 5, 6 projects. I think it's going to be a very nice document. Very soon it will be coming, and we are going to have a new chariot for November 18th in Swami's name, and we are going to have so many things. The list is very huge, and a lot of activity and spiritual. See, more than spending just money and making it as an event, I personally feel this is a place of rededication. This is a time for us to rededicate and do Swami's work, and do something which is very close to his heart, and which he will love. Instead of we will have regalia, a lot of all that we will have, but yes, there will be more than what we normally do, but a lot of emphasis on service and what is close to his heart. We have to do those things and make that and offer to him. Then only he'll be happy. Swami never had any kind of liking for a kind of show and pomp. He never did it. In fact, I must tell you, I have the privilege and blessing of having to read some of the personal letters he had written to some very intimate devotees who used to deal with in those very early days. In fact, when I read some of those letters, and when I go, they have made a very deep impression on my mind and entire heart and soul, because how much he did for humanity, people have no clue, absolutely no clue. See, this particular letter, uh, he was traveling, he was coming. It was, I think, those days communication is the only letter. And they seems to have asked Swami that this is summer time, you are coming here and it's very hot. So, Swami, can we have an air condition fitted in your for your room? And the reason why they have said that is those days that Swami never used to have air conditioning in his place. They've asked, and secondly, it cost some 1,000 rupees, and Swami would object for any spending on. So they want permission for spending that money. So that gentleman, whoever was there on the other side, has written. I don't know to reveal because that's not required there, but the subject is that he has written saying that so much money I can spend. If you permit me, it's very hot. We need air conditioning. And Swami has replied for that letter, and what that letter says is, tears roll down when you read that. He says, Bangaru, I don't need any air conditioning. My body is in full condition and full control of myself. I don't need any air conditioning. I am happy like this. I have all the control of my body. And my body is in full condition. I don't need any air condition. Spend that money for seva. Spend that money for doing good work. That will me. And he says, give me a little space, little place in your heart. I will peacefully sleep. I will coolly sleep. I have no issue. Just give me a little space in your heart, Bangaru. Don't spend for me. I can do anything. I don't need any money from any luxury or anything like that. So if you read that, when the way he wrote that letter, and he says, in fact, he says, it's fantastic to even to get to see what Swami is writing. He said, don't do it. And he says that little money which you're saving on air conditioner, you spend for people, spend for serving. So who will do? Which master has ever done this? So this has been a beautiful saga of love, and only love, pouring. And we have a duty towards him. We have our duty. We have to follow. And how are we giving? Is to whom much is given, much is demanded, is what Swami would say. To whom much is given, whoever has got it, we have to repay this. And we will not be able to repay to the best of our, I feel, we can never repay this debt in many births, but we have to try and keep doing it. And then only we'll be able to reach that. That is the unconditional, pure love that is poured on humanity, how much he did. And there's so much to share, maybe some other time we will keep sharing these beautiful anecdotes of what Swami has been, is a epitome of perfection. And when he said, my life is my message, it is every word is to the T, he followed it. He followed every word. So that is the beauty of our Lord, beauty of our Swami. In fact, it's been very subtle messages whenever he has given. In fact, I had an opportunity once, and I had mentioned this earlier also, but it's very dear to me because many times we try to blame for our shortcomings. We easily blame others. We easily blame God, and we have a very uncanny trick of changing gods also if we are if we are not comfortable, or our egos are not satisfied, or we don't get what we have come for. So we have some agenda. So that is not fulfilling. We'll change some other god, some other master, some other guru. Keep moving this. That is how we function. So there was once I was standing outside in Trai Vrindavan. I was standing outside, and there is one gentleman came, and just said hello to me and stood there and how are you and when did you come? Something like that. Of course, Swami was a bit upset with him on some reason, and he was also trying to reconcile and try to seek forgiveness. But this conversation, when I was doing, he was happened to bump into me and said something. I don't know. Swami opened the door that time for to my bad luck or good luck. So Swami saw both of us talking, and then after he was very normal. He went out, and then evening he was not looking at me. He was not talking to me. Then he was very upset. I thought he's very upset. So I, because he saw me talking to someone, and the Swami doesn't, like we unnecessarily chatting. So I thought maybe Swami will forgive. And so again, sometime in the evening, I had an opportunity to be with him, and he was sitting, and I was doing Patseva. I went to do Patseva. I said, "Don't do Patseva. You are talking like that." So, but I said, "Please forgive." And so I went and sat with him at his lotus feet. Then he was talking and he said, "What were you chatting in the morning?" I said, "Nothing, Swami, nothing." He said, "Tell, what are you chatting? You keep on chatting. I saw you doing that." I said, "No, Swami, I did not do anything." He said, "Tell me what it is." Then I had no choice, but I said, "No, Swami, that gentleman came and spoke to me. What, was he complaining something?" Actually, he had told me something like Swami is not, he's ignoring him and things like that. So I didn't want to tell that, but I said, "Swami," he said, "he's not receiving your love." That is the most polite way I could tell. So I said, "Swami," he said, "he's not receiving your love." He said, "Oh, why don't you love?" Like that, he joked with me. And then he said, "Chudu, see, if you're not receiving enough air into your lungs, you're not breathing properly, just go and check up. Maybe you have a cold, you have a block, or you have pneumonia, or you have some problem. What is the point in blaming the air? If your lungs are not getting filled up, you're not able to breathe properly, you have something wrong with your health, some disease is there. You go and check up, go to some pulmonologist or go to some ENT specialist. You should check up. Don't start blaming air for that. What is the way air can do for you if you're not able to breathe properly? So I did not understand. Then Swami said, "See, if he is not able to feel my love, let him not blame me. Let him go and check his heart. Let him see whether, let him do introspection. Let him see whether my love is blocked by something. If he is not experiencing, let him not blame that I am ignoring him, I am not giving him love, I am not showing him sympathy, mercy. It is he who has blocked it. Let him go and check up for himself," is what Swami said. So beautiful. Swami is always very subtle way Swami would always tell. So if you are having, you must be having a cold, or you have a asthma, you have some pneumonia, you are not able to breathe. So don't blame air. So don't blame Swami if you are not able to experience, because you have to introspect and find there's a reason for that. So that's the way Swami is always reaching out. In other ways, he said, "I am always available to you. I will not block myself from you at any point in time. I will be 24/7 available to you. Swami will be like a Wi-Fi to us. He'll be always surrounding us. But if we are not receptive, then what can he do?" There's a saying in our this part of you can take a horse to pond, but you cannot make it drink. Swami is there giving everything, but then we have to also introspect and say whether we are connecting. There's a torrential rain is coming. If we want to collect water, we have to keep the vessel towards the rain. If you keep it upside down, no water will get collected. How much of a rain pours into that? How much ever torrential rain can be there? Very heavy rain cannot fill the small vessel which you're having if you're keeping it the upside down. You want water, you want to collect water, you have to face the vessel towards the rain. Then only. So we have to face to him. Our heart should be in tune with Him. Our heart should be inclined to Him. Then only that grace, the rays of grace can pass into us. We close all our doors and windows and say we are in darkness. No. Just open our hearts, open that small windows. The beautiful divine rays will automatically come in. Swami has beautifully said in his discourse, a dark room where doors and windows are closed for 100 years, it may be dark. But the moment you open window, it doesn't take for light to enter it doesn't take another 100 years for light to enter into the room. It happens instantly. So I was in darkness for 100 years. What should I do? No, just open your window, you will see the light. Unfortunately, we all, our own shortcomings, we sulk and we live in that kind of darkness. Just open our hearts. The light will automatically, the beautiful blessings, the love, the rays of love will automatically flow into our heart. We have to be receptive. We have to open to Him. So spiritual path is not, it's not like a weekend activity, or it is not something which you can do occasionally like a medical camp. A spiritual path is you have to inculcate, imbibe in a day-to-day life. It should be part of you. It's nothing to do with our daily life. The spirituality is part of your life. You should be spiritual to grow spiritually. There is no like, I will do meditation in the morning 3 to 4 or 5 to 6. Whenever you get up, I will do for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I will meditate. Then I will do my work. I will forget about meditation. Then next day morning, it's a routine like thing. Even a lot of it need not be to do a routine. We need not be human beings. Then after the half an hour of meditation, the whole day you will be shouting at people. You're a short temper man, or you are doing something. No, that half an hour should reflect in every activity throughout the day. Then only you are spiritually progressing. That is what Swami said. So there are no you don't have a mind where you are in a bhajan mind, you are in a satsang mind. You don't have a business mind, you don't have a restaurant mind, you don't have a cinema mind, you don't have a bedroom mind. No, the mind is only one for us. Wherever we are going, we are carrying that same mind. So we have to charge it with spirituality. So once that forms the base of it, you will do everything. Whatever you do, nobody stops you, but you will do properly. You will do in a way which doesn't hurt anybody. You will conduct yourself in a way that is pleasing to you or pleasing to everybody else. So you will be welcomed by everybody. So once the spirituality becomes underlying base of our lives, the whole our activity will be different. The way we talk, the way we interact, the way we deal with people, the way we approach any problem, approach any situation will be completely different. That is what Swami said. Make spirituality is life. It is not part-time. Swami would say, for me, I cannot give you full-time blessings for your part-time devotion. So your part-time, you will get a part-time wages only. It is not full-time. So if you do only 4 hours work, you will get 4 hours wages only. If you do whatever like that, Swami said, part-time, if you do devotion, I can give you only part-time blessing. So he has been very clear. He has said everything very clearly. So these things we forget, and we need to inculcate these beautiful teachings. And I urge everybody, whoever is on the line, I urge all of you, read Swami's literature. Please read Swami's literature. It's a beautiful. Many of us may not read Sanskrit, may not be able to understand the scriptures, understand the Bhagavad Gita, but read Swami's books. They are simplified. They are more simplified for you and me. If you read it, it is as good as you don't need to read anything else. Everything that is required for a man in this Kali Yuga has been spoken. Every subject has been covered by Bhagwan. Every subject. So please take your time, read it. Vahinis are there, Satya Sai speaks are there. They're beautiful. And once you get into that, you will love it. Because you should start enjoying, then only you will cherish them. So the beautiful Sai literature should be read by all of us. I'm glad today we are having such wonderful time on this satsang and connecting to Swami. Now I think all that I'm doing is only to talk about Swami, to connect. This is all we connect. Connect to Swami is just say good morning in the morning, you are connected to him. Before you go to bed, say good night to him. But we don't have time even to say that, because we are busy morning, who is send WhatsApps and who are sending, who is put for Facebook post, how many people have liked, how many people have not liked, how many people have responded to our WhatsApp messages. We are forwarding or we are texting. Something is going on. Our time is, most of the time we are spending on our non-productive things, and we complain of not having so much time. No time. That's why the beautiful letter what Swami said, my body is in condition, I'm in control of it. So that is the key. We have to have our own control on our own selves. Yeah, nobody says don't sleep, but many times we tend to see people don't sleep in the night. They go to late night watching YouTube channels, and morning they cannot get up. So these things happen. So we need to also restrict screen time and restrict ourselves to that, and try to spend at least last half an hour in the day when before going to bed. Just be peaceful, don't switch off, and try to think of Swami. Try to think of some nice bhajans, nice music bhajans are there, or anything that is that keeps you very calm, and that then your whole of your work will be you will have a peaceful sleep. Morning you get up again, just say good morning to Swami. And good morning, of course, in our hostel days when we were students, he would ask, what are you having for dinner? We said chapati, rice, dal, rajma, something. We said, okay, what do you do after dinner? So the warden says, Swami, they have a study hours, 7:45 to 9:45 study hours. Okay, after that, what do you do? He says, Swami, they will get a milk. All of them will get milk. They have a hot milk in the night. Now, after that, what do you say? They say good night to Swami, Karacharana Krutamba, all that, and they say good night to Swami. Oh, that's all. So when you say good night here, America, they will say Suprabhatam, and they wake me up for good morning. I don't get sleep at all, is what Swami would say. So when somebody is telling somebody is wishing him good night, somebody else is, somebody is we are doing night prayer, you're doing in the morning Suprabhatam there. So he said, I am being woken up on the other side. So that guy is telling me what all is he wants for day. So I am never sleeps. I am going. So actually, if God sleeps, none of us will be awake. So that is how Swami throughout 24 hours, he is a Chaitanya himself. That Chaitanya is what keeps everywhere, all of us moving. So that's a beautiful Swami which is connecting all of us today. Even now, today we're having this beautiful satsang only because of him. That is a common thread in all this. It's like a flower garland. You have a lot of different flowers in the garland, but the common thing which keeps these flowers together and makes it look like a garland is the thread. That is Swami. It is Swami because Zone 1 to Zone 9, people keep coming here. Who are we connected? How are we connected? It's connected because of Satya Sai. We are connected. So it's a lovely being in Swami. This place triggers love. This place triggers peace. It fills your heart with peace. So you need to keep connecting to Swami. And I'm so glad that we had this opportunity to share our thoughts and our talk. I think I take leave, and I think now what is the next session now? We have anything? Thank you very much for all of you for patient listening, and I'm glad I'm able to join. I'm in the office, still in the office in Prashanti. Can we have some, I think you had some question answer session. Anybody can ask anything if you feel like. We have no issues, and we can have question answer session.
For sure. On behalf of everyone here, we would like to thank Sri R.J. Rathnakar, sir, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to join us at this late hour in India. It was very nice to get a small peek into all that's taking place live in Prashanti Nilayam and the preparations for Swami's centenary year. I'm sure everyone here was missing their home in Prashanti Nilayam and hearing all the excitement. And just as you mentioned in your story, with Swami's grace, we hopefully will be back home very soon. With your permission, sir, could we ask 1 to 2 questions we've received from members in the zone?
Yeah, please. No problem. I'm happy to share any question, anyone, just open it up. We'll be happy to answer. No problem.
So our first question is from the US. Sairam, dear brother Rathnakar, it brings immense joy to witness your representation of all Sai Rama devotees at Ayodhya during the auspicious occasion of the temple's inauguration at the very birthplace of Sri Rama. We have thoroughly enjoyed our 2 recent pilgrimages to Prashanti, the birthplace of our beloved Sri Satya Sai. We are eagerly anticipating whether there will be another opportunity for us to embark on a Parthi pilgrimage, especially during this centennial year, specifically around Guru Purnima time in 2025. We do understand it is going to be a blissful, busy year from the ashram point of view. As the managing trustee of the ashram, what do you have to say about our possibility of embarking that pilgrimage? We would love to hear the approval from the managing trustee.
Akshay, they're on the call, they're cornering me. So wonderful. I had a blessing of being on Ayodhya Rama Mandir Prana Pratishtha Day. It's a beautiful function, beautiful celebration. We had a lovely time. Of course, if you know what is Ayodhya, if you know what is Ayodhya, what is it for? What is the significance of Ayodhya? Ayodhya is the birthplace of Rama. The entire this continent, they were longing for this place, and they almost had a lot of struggle to build this temple because they believed that it is a birthplace of Rama. It's nearly 100 years of struggle. People have come and built this beautiful temple because it's birthplace of Rama. The very, it is called Rama Janmabhoomi Mandir, and it's a beautiful place, beautiful experience. Of course, it was very cold. Otherwise, very nice, and we had a wonderful time. Had darshan of Lord Rama. See, we are very fortunate because Swami introduced us into this. I think most of us from very childhood. The very fact we say Sai Ram is Swami and Ram already together. He has introduced us to that always. And when you enter Gopuram gate, you will see the Ram, Lakshmana, Sita with Hanuman. His huge shrine is there in the entrance of Prashanti Nilayam. If you go into Bhajan Mandir and look up, you will see Lord Ram, Lakshman, Sita, all there. And whenever a discourse is over, Swami will sing Prema Mudita Manasya Kaho, Ram, Ram, Ram. So he embedded, he has injected Ram into all of us already. And always we are saying Sai Ram, Sai Ram. We have Sai also, Ram, both are there together, and it's one and the same. That is Ram Janmabhoomi. Prashanti is Satya Sai Janmabhoomi. So these both are the lands, birthplaces of the holy avatars, and I personally feel that it's a great blessing of Swami that I could witness. I've been there. And in fact, Swami guided many people, those people who were in the struggle. They used to come and seek his blessing. Swami would always bless them and say, don't worry, whatever God will guide you, but keep doing your good work. That is how Swami encouraged all of them. So they had a lot of respect and regard for Swami, and that got reflected. That's how we got invite for that. There are hardly out of 140 crores, that is 1.4 billion people, there were only 5,000 or 6,000 invitees. So we are one of them from Prashanti Nilayam. So it's a rare privilege, and it is only because of Swami we got this. So that is a connection. So that same, in fact, I was interacting with the trust secretary there. Then he said, it is same Ram here, same Sai, same that Ram also is here, there. He was mentioning, I was so glad because he had happened to come to Swami and taken blessings. So he was mentioning, it is same. I said, why don't you drop into Puttaparthi? He said, definitely, but it is same Ram. You are also in Ayodhya, I am also in Prashanti Nilayam, is what he said. So don't. So that's the connect which Swami has created, and it's wonderful. So your pilgrimage in 2025, definitely let's see, and you get prepared. You start your preparations. Let's see how it goes. Okay.
Great.
Then-
Siren Brother Rathnakar, thank you for the clarification on that question, and I'm sure a lot of us are looking forward to any update on that. The next question was sent in from Trinidad and Tobago. From a Trinidad perspective, many devotees still do not have a clear understanding as to why Global Council was formed. Despite the various Zoom meetings and discussions, it would be very beneficial to have this reiterated and reinforced.
Again, you want me to do this again? We have 1,500 centers in Sri Sathya Sai Global Council, and you have 100 of them in America. So that itself shows why we started a Global Council. It was the need of the hour. So many people wanted it that way. They could not express it. Now we had the chance and we could see what's coming in. See, the whole issue is, again, since you asked, let me again tell that. Our focus should be Swami. This is Sri Sathya Sai organization, Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, Sri Sathya Sai, whatever you call, Sathya Sai Global Council. Our focus and our entire interest should be Swami and Swami's teachings. Whenever it gets overshadowed or try to overshadow by our human, idiosyncrasies, then a lot of aberrations happen. In fact, Sathya Sai Global Council, many people from Sri Sathya Sai Global Council come and tell me that it is the right thing. Now, when they look back, they say it's the most right thing that has happened. So that is kind of justification that why it has happened. And we firmly believe that anybody and everybody with Sathya Sai name should be connected to Prashanti Nilayam. So is it a very difficult task? Can anyone tell me, is there any problem if we say, please connect to Prashanti Nilayam? Why are we not connecting to Prashanti Nilayam? Why should you have any hesitation in connecting to Prashanti Nilayam? Nobody should have any hesitation to connect to Prashanti Nilayam. However, how else can we ever call we are belongs to Swami, we belongs to Sathya Sai? Your root is here. Sathya Sai organizations have been started from whether it is India, whether it is abroad, whether Sathya Sai Central Trust, everybody taken the root in this very holy land, Prashanti Nilayam. The deep roots are here. That's why you are able to enjoy all that canopy of greenness in all that what's called what you see as a organization. So why do we think we should not connect to Prashanti? Your umbilical cord is here. From here you are connected. Why do you want to cut it off? So people did not. All what we said is please connect to Prashanti Nilayam. Oh, we were always connected. No, that is not the way. Half of your families are sitting in Mudunalli and you say you are connected to Prashanti Nilayam. We will not buy those stories. We are once bitten, twice shy. We should not be caught unaware, caught unguarded. You are doing all unwanted things. The people who were, sorry, I am not criticizing anybody. The people who were handling were not very straightforward and not, sorry, they were bordering on hypocrisy. So we tried to reason it out, said, no, not for me, not for Rathnakar, not for Central Trust. Connect to Prashanti. All of us should, as an organization, as individuals, we should connect to Swami. As an organization, we should connect to Prashanti. And this was very clearly laid out in 1981, the permanent charter which Bhagavan has given, that there will be a central institution based in Prashanti where the global Sai organizations and the Indian organizations, Central Trust will be part of it. That is all we requested and we asked everybody to come together. And now, after having done this, today it is flourishing like anything. Unless it's Swami's will, how will it flourish? So I think people misread it. We are always been very, very receptive. We always been polite. We always been humble in our approach. We try to talk to everybody. But in the instead of listening, instead of reasoning, instead of that, they took a different turn. People joined us. In fact, if you know, the previously organization joined us and then they retracted back. So when joining, they say divine command. When retracting, they say divine command. Which command, they are not very sure. And this has been, and we have some students who are cat on the walls. They behave both ways. They come to us and say we are with Global Council, then they go and say they are that side. Nobody should go to Global Council. All these cat on the walls also created a problem. They can take a clear stand and they go and spread rumors that we are still talking. Unity is possible. Unity is definitely possible. Who said? It is very much. We are all in Global Council very much united. There is unity, purity, divinity. In fact, I keep telling people, the more and more people who are coming are more pure here because they have no luggage to carry. They have nothing. None of them who come here, who are in the part of organization, who are joining, the young men, young women who are coming, they don't say, I had lunch with Swami, I had a lingam, Swami gave me a lingam, Swami gave me a car ride, Swami gave me 68 interviews. Nobody's saying. They don't have that problem at all. Unfortunately, these people who enjoyed the blessings, they have had this problem. But currently, that's why the purity of that love, purity of their hearts, that's why the vibration in Prashanti Lailam is increasing. We are happy that way that people who had this luggage or Swami kept them out. Sorry, I am being very blunt, but this is what it is. Now it is absolutely Swami and everybody talks about Swami. And Swami's work, Swami's seva, Swami, whatever Swami's teaching, Swami's literature, this is only discussion anywhere in Prashanti, any meeting, any satsang, anywhere. Only any group meets, only that is the discussion. So naturally the vibrations in Prashanti are increasing because the purity is being maintained there. Purity of heart, thought, word and deed. So that is what is happening. This is what we said. You also join this lovely journey hand in hand. You are no strangers, you are our brothers. Come together, come, let us do. But somehow they said we have nothing to do with Prashanti, we are independent. How can a tree branch can be independent of the roots of the tree? It will be cut off. Once you cut off the branch, will the branch will survive or the root will survive? It is not a brainer. It's a common sense anybody can understand. If you cut a branch from a tree, who will go dry? Is the branch will go dry, or it is a tree trunk which has got deep roots and a lot of nourishment which will go dry? Only the branch will go dry. And they did not understand. They were cutting the branch on which they were sitting. So any of it has hurt us also a lot, but doesn't matter. We are in a very positive frame and we are very, very happy and looking forward. And Swami's 100th birthday, and it's their bad time, bad karma. I think maybe Swami said anybody has to step into Prashantilam, they need my permission. I presume Swami has withdrawn his permission for those who don't want to come here. They may create anything. Prashantilam is only one. You can call anything, any name. A buffalo becomes very large and thinks it is elephant, it's its own folly. A buffalo, however it grows fat, it won't become an elephant. So we will know, no? It's a foolish thing to think that a buffalo becomes elephant. It doesn't become elephant. Elephant is elephant. Buffalo is a buffalo. Swami would say Dunnapota, like Swami would say, na Dunnapota. Swami would say Dunnapota is Dunnapota only. Sai Gita is Sai Gita only. So Prashanti cannot be converted, Prashanti cannot be replicated. That's how avatars pick up these places. You can't replicate Tirumala and you can't replicate Shirdi. These are all, you can create something like that, but you can't replicate it because they are all charged by the avatars themselves. They are divinely charged and chosen by him. This spot on this entire globe, imagine just go to space and see the Mother Earth, their whole globe, and he chooses this spot that I want to be here. So he has picked up this place. So nothing, nobody can replicate this by just giving names. So I think I still feel Swami is embodiment of forgiveness. They should seek forgiveness and they should mend and find a path back to their divine master. That is all I can hope for. But otherwise, we are happy with Satsai Global Council is doing very well. There's from our side, we have closed all the doors for all those people who think they don't need to do anything with Prashanti. And we will not open those doors for those who think they are bigger than organization. And they have to be humble. Humility is the hallmark of a devotee. If you don't have, we will not play for anybody's egos. We will not play for anybody's fancy ideas. Here, this place is to be run only with devotion and only devotion and servitude to God. So I have a sister, I don't know. I hope I have answered you.
Sayonara, brother, that was a very heartfelt answer. The rest of the meeting, we're going to be talking about how successful Global Council has been, how many activities they're engaged in, how much love everyone has for Swami. And of course, you're welcome to stay, but I know it's late and you need to get some rest and sleep. So we'll record it. So certainly at your leisure, you'll be able to hear some of the wonderful presentations that are going to be coming.
Lovely. In fact, Akshay, whenever we have executive council meeting, we have long executive council meetings and starting from Akshay sometimes, or he comes in the end. But all the zone chairs give the activity report. It's just it fills our heart when we see each zone doing so wonderful. In fact, other day I was told when in Russia, they had a satsang, they were talking about, they wanted to know about Global Council. And they had, I think Nimesh Bhai had they had organized a meeting where Nimesh Bhai was addressing. 700 people were on the call, 700 people from Russia. So, you can't, nobody can like sort of block sun by putting hands there. No. Or you, by closing your eyes, if you deny the existence of sun, it is our own folly. So we have to open ourselves, and I urge everybody that, whatever has happened, you should find your own way. Akshay, very surprisingly, a lot of people from other organizations also come here. We welcome, we are not saying anything. They're all coming. I know all of them coming here. Some of them try to duck from me. Sometimes they come and see me and they all say, we want to come back at the earliest, and all that I see. Big numbers people keep coming, and we don't disturb anybody. It is Swami's place. We shall not stand between Swami and a devotee. That is a promise. Swami said, Prahalada, Prahalada, the great devotee Prahalada, Hiranyakaspu. Hiranyakaspu was his father. But since he was coming between him and Lord Narayana Mahavishnu, he decried his father. He said, no, sorry, father, I don't need you. And mother, Bharata is a son of Kaikeyi. When Lord Ram was sent on in the forest, and Kaikeyi wanted her son Bharata to rule the kingdom, he said, sorry, I don't want, you are coming between myself and my Lord Rama. So Bharata denounced mother. You will see Vibhishana, Ravana's brother. He said, you are coming between me and my Lord, and brother, being brother also, he just denounced his brother. And Swami says, Meera's husband was coming, she said, I don't need this husband. So Swami used to tell these two beautiful stories, whether it is husband, your brother, your mother, your father, anybody comes between you and yourself and your God, denounce them. That is what Swami would say. So don't allow anybody to distract you from Swami. Don't allow, and don't, please stay connected. Let anybody say anything. Let anybody talk anything. I know a lot of, that's one more unfortunate thing we have come across, that people spread rumors, spread very negative things, spread bad, paint people in a very wrong way. Actually, a lot of people ask me, how do you manage this? A lot of people, I think now the din is little less than what it used to be. So a lot of people ask me, how do you manage? So many people criticize you, so many people talk ill about you, and so many people post so many things, all that they used to say. I say nothing because I am very clear of what I'm doing. In fact, I've told many times, and I will tell you also, I had some similar situation in the past. Once there was a theft here, and I was accused of that theft in Prashant Nilayam, and it came in the newspaper next day. So I was very upset. Swami said, "What happened to you?" I said, then I think then secretary had briefed Swami about something coming in newspaper. So Swami asked me what happened. Why I was very upset, saying somebody connected me to a small theft in Prashant Nilayam. It's some jealousy people had done, and there is a small little article like that. So I was very upset. I went on my knees and asked him, Swami, what should I do? Should I file a defamation case, or what should I do? He said, don't worry. Today's newspaper is tomorrow's waste paper. Just ignore it. So after 2 days again, I was very upset with this. Again, after 2 days, he was talking to me. He said, still you're having a castor oil face. What happened? I said, nothing. He insisted, tell me what happened. Then I said, this is something disturbed me. You know what he said? All of us should remember this, because this is a teaching for me, but I feel this is Swami gave this lesson to all of us. Swami said, see, there's a sugar in a container. Somebody writes a label and say it is a chili powder. Will sugar loses its sweetness? No. Just because somebody labeled Rathnakar is so, is a goon, is that, will I become that? That is what I remember, that beautiful words of Swami. Because I am my servitude to is Bhagwan, not for anybody else. So I remember him, that whenever I have anything, it doesn't disturb me, because that is what Swami said. Swami said a sugar container labeled as a chili powder doesn't mean that sugar will lose its sweetness. It remains. It's a problem of the fellows who have labeled it. So you always remember that. Let people say, but as long as you are inclined, you are aligned to Swami, your heart is pure, your heart is clear, and you are doing Swami's teaching, you're following Swami's teachings, don't ever fear anything on this world. Nothing to be feared on this planet. Let whole world be against you, but if Swami is with you, you are the winner. You have nothing to lose here. People will change. One day when somebody is on your side, somebody on the other side. We have seen ourselves here in our own mission. So people will say, people who are saying this is Makkah, Medina will say, no, don't go that side. So we have seen all that. So people can change. Only God is changeless. So he is the best friend. Keep him safe, keep him intact, keep him close, keep him tight. So that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So can I leave now? Are any more questions?
Absolutely. No, I think we'll definitely keep in touch, and hopefully the next time we can come and talk to you in person and ask questions.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and Sairam to all of you. I think it's morning. What's time there?
New York time is 11:40.
Okay, you had your breakfast. I had my dinner. Luckily, I had my dinner and come. You are all sitting at breakfast. So it's around 10:30 now, and okay, I take leave of you. Thank you very much for all of you for coming for this lovely satsang, and nice connecting with all of you. Thanks to technology, we all get connected so easily, so quickly, so nicely. Thank you, and Sairam, and see you all in Prashant Nilayam. Sairam. Swami bless.
That was wonderfully said. And Sri R.J. Rathnakar sir's analogies really did put things into perspective. And we're truly fortunate to be together and connected to Swami. Once again, we would like to thank Sri R.J. Rathnakar for joining us today and sharing a lot of his experiences with our dear Swami, and for taking the time to answer questions and reminding us how we need to stay connected to Swami at all times.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is Dr. Akshay Kalatia. Dr. Akshay Kalatia has been serving as an officer in Swami's organization for over 25 years and is now serving as a Zone 1 chair. Sarah.
Salam, everyone. I offer myself as Bhagwan's lotus feet. I hope all of you can see my screen. And
Yes.
I'll speak maybe for about 5 minutes, and then we'll look forward to the national presidents who will just give a glimpse. We talked about what we often get questioned, what has Global Council been doing? And they're just going to give you some nice little glimpses into the wonderful, wonderful work all the devotees lovingly are doing day in, day out under Bhagwan's name. So the past few years, we all know, have been a very difficult time for many of us at many levels: family, personal, community, work. And challenges and tests have constantly been provided by us. And of course, this is nothing but Bhagwan giving us an opportunity to grow. And these are times where we can really have our greatest spiritual growth. And so how have we responded in Global Council? With greater unity and a focus on self-transformation. What have been our guiding principles? Number one, we follow Bhagwan's instructions. And number two, the Sai Center is the main focus. Everything revolves around the Sai Center, which Bhagwan is guided. We follow the principles of unity and discipline, and of course, complete transparency. Seva is our main focus. That's our main focus and activity. And it's supported and strengthened with inquiry and meditation, with our study circles, with education, and with devotion. All of these help us in the end put everything into practice by doing better and better seva for our own self-transformation. I just want to mention, with Bhagwan's grace, we've formed the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Foundation, which has been up and running for a couple of years. And it's a privilege to have the use of Bhagwan's sacred name and be a part of his official organization. It's a resource and support for the organization. And it's a vehicle, so we can do more seva and we can have more collaboration. And we have support from numerous humble, generous devotees who sustain all of our activities. And we, of course, have a global outreach. So what are some of the things that we've supported? We've supported medical camps in Prashanti, distribution projects in around the states of the US, including New Jersey, the Syrian earthquake, providing some transportation for the Anantapur campus. We collaborated with the Nepal organization for making a women's shelter, water supply. We supported the Christmas celebrations in Prashanti, specialty hospital supply, general hospital computer system, medical equipment for the Bangalore Super Specialty Hospital, and of course, joining and partnering with the Central Trust with all of their Saver projects and supporting their trust fund. Collaborating throughout Global Council has been a big theme. Doctors from around the world are coming and serving in Bhagwan's hospitals. We have combined, we used to have separate medical camps, now we have a combined medical camp in Prashanti Nilayam twice a year. We've shared speakers at our Center Leaders Conference. We're starting a collegium for the Center of Human Values based out of Prashanti Nilayam and their Center for Human Values. Of course, the Media Center has been a wonderful resource, and we're going to have further and further collaboration over the next couple of years with the Media Center. Young adult programs, we'll hear from Jay Sai in a few minutes. And of course, the Prema Tharu project is successfully continuing with all of us planting trees. And as we mentioned, Centenary celebrations, they're going to be occurring at all levels, not only Prashanti, but at our central level, our regional level, our national levels. We're going to have mass chantings organized, talks, seva projects, devotional activities. And currently, and the Central Trust and the Global Council have been working together to decide on various activities which Brother Rathnakar alluded to. And so definitely stay tuned, as we're going to be sending more and more updates as what we're going to be doing. So with that, I want to turn it back over to our moderators and be ready to listen to some wonderful, wonderful activities from our national presidents.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Akshay Kalatia, for your very insightful contribution today on, our guiding principles, the importance of Sewa, especially touching on the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Foundation, which would most definitely propel all our efforts for, global outreach. Our next speaker has served as an officer in Swami's organization for many years in a variety of roles, and is currently serving as a national president for the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council of Canada. I now welcome Sister Aruna Suvendran to the microphone.
Sairam sister, are you able to unmute yourself?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Sairam to all. I will be presenting the SSGC Canada update here. SSGC Canada national team function as a unified entity and coordinate nationally with all centers. Operate as a one harmonious Sai family. The national team consists of 5 wings: education, service, devotion, young adult, and media. Here are the team members of the national team. President, myself, Aruna, and the Vice President, Sister Kumudini, National Advisor, Brother Aruno, Secretary, Sister Jataki, and the Treasurer, Jayanti, and the Western Canada Regional President, Dr. Narendra. Next slide, please. And the education wing, we have the education coordinator, Sister Narmada, and the assistant education care coordinator is Sister Anandi. And we have 2 YA assistant, Dakshayani and Varsha. And for the server wing, we have the coordinator as Brother Dayalan and 2 assistants, Sister Sumati and Sister Vaishahi. The devotional coordinator is Brother Sridhar. And we have a bhajan coordinator, Sister Gayatri, and assistant coordinators of the devotional is Sister Manohari Auntie and Sister Manohari and Sister Gayatri. And young adult wing, we have Brother Sitaram as an advisor and male coordinator Saizen, female coordinators Arabi, and assistant coordinator Daini. And the media coordinators, we have Barani as the media coordinator and assistant science. So we have this, so all the wings maintains its own team for a continuity and support, allowing them to deliver their best. All members play a crucial role in spreading Swami's message. Our unity and dedication create a strong bond and always trying to offer their best. Now we move on to the centers here in Canada. Here are the details of the center registered with SSGC. There are 15 centers currently registered across Canada. In Ontario, we have 10 centers, including 1 devotional team. Devotional DVG, devotional group. And Saskatchewan, we have 1. And Alberta, there are 2 centers. And British Columbia, we have 1. And Western Canada, the regional president is Dr. Narendra Reddy. And we have centers of Sai Samarpan Center, Sri Sathya Sai Center of Alberta, and there's 1 in Saskatoon, Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Saskatoon, and Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Newton in BC. And we have in Ontario, we have 10 centers, as I mentioned, including 1 devotional group. Donald Sai Center, Greater Toronto Area Center, Lansdowne Center, Markham, Eglinton, Markham and Scarborough, Middlefield Side Center, Morningside Side Center, and Toronto West, Victoria Park Side Center, and Windsor. Next, we'll see what are the offering on a wing perspective. We have had it in year 2023. We have Sri Sathya Sai Vedic Yajna was organized, and it's performed by Sri Vedanarayanan. And we had a global Ahanda Bhajan was conducted nationally. 3 Nahara Sankirtanam we had it in a public park. That is an early morning bhajan singing. And we have online weekly study circle, nationally take place on Zoom platform and Sanskrit classes for all devotees. Then the Seva offering in 2023 was participated in Turkey earthquake disaster relief. And we participated in an annual tree planting organized by the City of Toronto. And a couple of times we have done our food drive. One took place during the Global Ahanda Bhajan. Educational wing. Periodically, they conduct Guru Workshop and Guru Vikas, where all centers, gurus join and share their knowledge and best practices. Recently, we had organized an online meeting in regards to Educare curriculum. We invited all presidents, education coordinators, gurus, and assistant gurus, and recommended a website usage for all centers to maintain consistency in line with Swami's teaching. Then now we are coming to the young adults offering. YA, they support all wings activities. They organize an instrumental workshop for SSC children and a picnic and sports day for young adults. Now we move on to the pre-centenary activities. Pre-centenary activities, we started Veda classes facilitating through Zoom. Presently, almost 100 devotees are participating with a maximum of 10 members per class. Classes are conducted once a week on a weekdays. Learning Rudram with intention of actively participating and making offering during the pilgrimage and centenary celebration. So the next one is Sri Satya Sai Patya Amadam. It's a video series. Goal to we have a aim to release minimum 100 Patyamidams videos before Swami's centenary birthday. Patyams, which are poems, often a part of divine discourses. Primary objective of this video series is to assist all devotees in sanctifying themselves through a deeper understanding of Swami's teaching. The next one is we are planning for a pilgrimage to Prashanti. That's our journey. We named the Prashanti pilgrimage as a journey to Prashanti. This is a Canadian pilgrimage. We are going to have nationally. It's organized nationally. Preparations are underway for drama and musical program. And this pilgrimage scheduled from December 19th to December 19th, 2024 to January 1st, 2025. And Swami has blessed with an opportunity to lead the 2024 Christmas program in Prashanti Nilayam. That's the update for now from SSGC Canada. Thank you for giving an opportunity to present the update. Jai Sai Ram to all.
Thank you, Sister Aruna, for sharing the initiatives that took place this past year. And of course, being a part of SSSGC Canada, it's great. I'm looking forward to everything that is to come up this year, especially the pilgrimage near the end of the year. Next up, we would like to introduce and welcome Brother Terry Maharaj, who is the Trinidad and Tobago National President. Brother Terry Maharaj is a Sai devotee for over 40 years, serving as an officer in Swami's organization in Trinidad through a variety of roles, and is currently now the National President of Trinidad and Tobago. We welcome Brother Terry Maharaj. Sarah.
Siram, sisters and brothers. Siram, sisters and brothers, are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So my name is Terry Maharaj, as the president of Global Council Trinidad and Tobago, and I have a brief report to give. So could start with the slides, please. Thank you. So this is the education wing. Our education coordinator is Sister Gayatri Maharaj, who is doing human work in Trinidad and Tobago. Here it is, one of the projects is that she has adopted 3 villages in Trinidad and Tobago where she does a lot of work like trying to get birth certificate, children into schools, educate them, doing satsang, Baldikas classes, and all this stuff. So she's doing wonderful work there. Next, please. Okay, so these are some of the photos of her program. Next, please. Devotion. So this is devotion program. We are doing a lot of work in the devotion area. For example, last year we had the Akan Bhajan celebrated in the southeast region of Rio Claro. We did the Makan Sankranti program this year, which was well attended. We had approximately 90 people in this program. Next. We also had our brother Sri Vednarayan came to Trinidad to do the Yajna for world peace. Again, it was well attended, and you know, in spite of what is happening in the world, so we thought that this could also help. Next, please. Okay, young adults. We had our previous young adults, Sister Shivana Singh, you know, who were doing really lots of work, right? Some of the work she did was she had monthly satsang with our young adults, which was going really well. We had the eco sadhana, where she was really trying to see how she could help with the environment and those stuff. Thank you. Next. Seva, we had Grama Seva, you know, was conducted in the Rio Claro Southeast region, a very remote area where we served approximately 300 people. We had people getting haircuts. We had distribution of clothing, meals, breakfast, lunch. We also had distribution of food hampers, medical care, and all these things. So this went on for the Grama Seva there. Next, please. Also, we have the house building Seva that is going on in Trinidad, where every week, roughly between 50 to 60 devotees come together to construct a house, a complete house with everything furnished, painted, curtains, everything, groceries, and everything is done, conducted in approximately 2 hours, right? And that is an ongoing project. Next. Well, this is photo of the house. Next. Okay, so just to introduce our national office bearers of Trinidad and Tobago. The president is myself, Terry Maharaj. The vice president is Brother Anderson Shiva Ramdas. Our Seva coordinator is Sister Vidya Maharaj. Our national education coordinator is Sister Gayatri Maharaj. Our national young adult female is Sister Kia Mohan, who is one of the co-hosts. Our national Mahila coordinator is Sister Laura Siu. Our centers are spread throughout Trinidad. You know, the Sri Satya Sai Global Council of Paje, right, that is in the north. We have the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Center of Milton, that is in central. Sri Satya Sai Global Council Center of Rio Claro, that is in the southeast. Sri Satya Sai Global Council Center of Akbar Trace, that is in Deep South. We have the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Launch Park, that is our headquarters. And we have the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Center. Lakshmi Narayan Temple is a temple where we conduct satsang there also. Next, please.
That's the last slide, brother.
Okay, so that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the projection just for our centenary projects. What we would like to do is that for Swami's birthday, we would like to construct 100 homes to be given to needy family, right? So that will be one of our projects. We also will continue with the Grammar Seva throughout that centenary year. We also will join with other faiths to do other Seva projects to create that unity and love. So those are my projections for this program. I thank you all very much for listening, and it's a pleasure working with everyone. Sairam.
Sairam. Thank you, Brother Terry Maharaj, for sharing all the incredible initiatives taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. We would now like to invite Brother Balu Karnam to provide the US updates. To share a little about Brother Balu, he was born near Puttaparthi and attended Swami schools from the 4th grade through the postgraduate level. He has served many roles in the USA and is now as the US National President. Sairam.
Loving Sairam to everyone. This photo tells how close Global Council is to Swami. It is on his lap. The Global Council is the child of Sri Satya Sai. In USA, I have the wonderful national team. I'm Balu Karanam, I'm the president. Sri Jiva Prakasha is the vice president. Durjati Mundigunda is the devotional coordinator. Sumana Murali is our education coordinator. Giridhar Jidigunta is our service coordinator. Ketan Karod is male YA advisor. And Geeta Reed is female YA advisor. Jai Sai Ghayal is male YA coordinator. And Archana Madam is media coordinator. It's a wonderful team to work with. And about the service programs, at the USA, as administrative reasons, we divided into 10 regions. In that, 2 regions were, temporarily combined together, 7 and 8, as a California regions. We have, I'm very, very happy to tell all of you that we have 100 centers and groups in the United States of America in the Satya Sai Global Council. Recently joined centers and groups is Bentonville, Arkansas, Hampstead Seva Group in New York, Salisbury in Maryland, Rochester, New York State, Elk Grove, California. You can see from all over, people are hearing, knowing about the connection with Prashanthi Nilayam and coming forward. It is only Swami who sends these people. We are just caretakers of this wonderful organization. This is the way our centers are spread in the US. We have a lot of work to do too. I request all your help in doing that. And each center is a flower at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Let us offer all the centers in USA at the lotus feet as soon as possible. In coming to Seva activities, our Sevas are like various Seva activities, animal shelter, environment, food Seva, homeless shelters. We have like various Seva activities are happening all over the US. We did the Turkey, Syria earthquake relief supplies, soup kitchen Seva, Narayan Seva, and tree planting, which is very, very close to, for our 100th birthday, it's coming Satya Sai Kalpataru, and refugee immigrant community service in New Jersey, then preventive health screening, Souls for Souls Seva. This so many wonderful Sevas. I wish I had, you can sit and I can talk about all these wonderful Sevas. And lot of these Sevas are supported by our Sri Satya Sai Global Council Foundation, which, earthquake relief supplies, infrastructure support, infrastructure support for young ladies in Nepal in coordination with SSSGC Nepal. Support international events and meetings at Prashant Nilayam in coordination with Sai Central Trust. Open market service for immigrant family. If you all can spare a minute, I would like to share the video with all of you.
Sairam, just starting the Sairam. Just starting the open market seva. A lot of volunteers, lots of items, and lots of Narayanas.
Can you hear?
Just finished prayers and starting now.
Yeah, yes.
So we have fresh vegetables, bread and cereals, snacks for kids, and then staples and other items like peanut butter, jelly, pancakes and syrup, pastas, beans.
Yeah, this is the, let me. So on the devotional activities, we had Aradhana celebrations and on devotional activities, we have Aradhana Day celebration, Sai Mahima Gao. It's a music program by Sai alumni. Our devotion coordinator, being a Sai student as well as a wonderful Veena player, he himself involves in all the music programs of Satya Sai Global Council music programs. I'm very proud of him. That there are so many birthday celebrations all over the US, so many other activities, devotional activities are happening. On the educational program, I wanted to tell all of you, which is spearheaded by none other than Mr. Sumana. We have 500 SSSC students supported by 450 Balavikas gurus, and we have SSC in all the online SSC in all the different time zones of USA. I'm very proud about our SSSC program, which is a very, very strong program in USA. And YAs, we have a we recently had a YA national mini retreat, and also there is a one YA retreat is coming within less than 15 days in USA. So for pre-centenary activities and pilgrimages, we are going to start a new program called They Lived with Sai. This is the interviewing devotees from, yesteryears, and also wonderful devotees whom we have not heard before, before. You'll be hearing all that. And we are also going to start Sai Katha learning for SSSC kids and YAs, whoever is ready to come and learn. Our aim is to take 100 SSC kids and YAs to Prashant Nilayam and sing his story in front of the Sannidhi. Sri Satya Sai Premataru, which is we are part of Satya Sai Premataru, 10 million tree planting initiative worldwide by Satya Sai Central Trust. We would like to plant the trees for his birthday. And we are planning a national Seva retreat in the Centennial, in the part of Centennial birthday celebrations. And we are also planning a national SSSC retreat in the Centennial, year. And we also want to have a YA festival for the entire nation in USA. And we are so thankful that we were asked to be prepared for the upcoming USA pilgrimage. We thank our Zonal chair and also all the authorities who are giving us the go to be prepared for our USA pilgrimage. Please reach out to all the devotees, whomever you know, tell them that we are all connected to Prashant Nilayam. You can bring them along with you. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you very much, Brother Balu, for your very valuable updates and the snippets from the US and your team. I would now like to introduce Brother Jai Sai Kayal, who is our National Young Adult Coordinator for the USA, who will be speaking on the Young Adult Global Activities. Born and raised in the US, Jay Sai was fortunate to be born into the Sai fold when his father came to learn about Swami's glory in the 70s in the UK. Jay Sai was the former Mid-Atlantic Regional Young Adult Coordinator from 2010 to 2013 and has been involved in various pilgrimages to Prashanti Nilayam and has participated in numerous regional, national, zonal, and international conferences, retreats, and festivals for the past decade. Professionally, Jay Sai is a managing director at a boutique management consulting firm based in New York City, specializing in supply chain management and environmental sustainability. Jay Sai's work permits him to travel the world, recently completing a 3-year international assignment in Australia, New Zealand. Fun fact, April Fool's is his birthday, and he looks at this day as an opportunity to bring laughter to others. So with that being said, Jay Sai, the forum is yours.
Thank you so much, Jay Sairam, respected elders and seniors, brothers and sisters, and young adults on this call. I'm so happy to have this opportunity to speak to each and every one of you and talk to you about an event that is happening in Prashanti Nilayam this summer in July 2024. It is the Global Young Adult Conference, if you can see my screen. This is something that's very rare. It's so rare that it happens once a decade. The last conference occurring in 2016 and the one before that in 2007. So in my tenure as a young adult, which is nearing its expiration, and I'll be crossing the adulthood and joining the seniors on this call, this is one of those times where I can get to reconnect, recharge, and rejoice as a young adult in Prashanti Nilayam for Swami. As you'll see, the theme of the conference itself is reconnect. What are we reconnecting? We're reconnecting our hearts, our souls, our minds, our bodies to Prashanti Nilayam. We heard the managing trustee talk about the connection to Swami. We heard in the beginning intro from the moderators about connecting to Swami. We are connected here through Zoom because of Swami, but there's no better way to reconnect to Swami than in Prashanti Nilayam. What are we recharging? You know, in a day where we're living in the world of Tesla cars and so forth, and you recharge your car at night in your home, that is one way to connect and recharge your batteries. But recharging your batteries in Prashanti Nilayam is truly special. It gives you the energy of a lifetime. And I keep on going twice or 3 times a year. So for those young adults that are yearning to go to Prashanti Nilayam, and this might be their first time, to have their batteries recharged gives them that rejuvenation of life. And that is Swami in itself, the pure nectar of joy and rejoicing in Swami's love. And this is our theme at the end of the day. We actually will be launching the website in approximately 96 minutes. So right after this call, the registration for this website will be up and loaded. We're expecting over 3,000 young adults. Brother, the managing trustee said that, you know, he spoke to Zone 7, which was Russia and Ukraine. Over 700 people showed up on that call. Well, we're expecting over 3,000 young adults at this conference in July this upcoming year. And I'm actually going to give you a slight preview of the website itself right here. And if this will be launched, you will see emails that come through via the zonal chair. Will be passed through the national chairs and the national young adults. However, what you see here is the website itself, and why young adults should come to Prashanti Nilayam. When is this conference? Where is it taking place? What type of activities will be there a part of it? In addition, there is a sadhana program that is happening. And with this sadhana program, there's study circle material around reconnect, recharging, and rejoicing, ultimately culminating in the conference itself in Prashanthi Nilayam in July. And the program will have many, many, many aspects around the inauguration ceremony, a SciX type of talk or TEDx type of talk, a light and sound show, music programs, singing in Prashanthi Nilayam. There's so many activities that are going to be happening for young adults. It fits all the needs of any young adult and their interest in their spirituality and their endeavors in life. I thank you for this time. I promise you, you'll be getting an email this week that will be announcing the registration and the website launch. And that will be coming through Brother Akshay Kalatia, our zonal chair for Zone 1. Again, thank you, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you all in Prashanthi Nilayam over the course of the next 2 years in the build-up to the centennial celebrations in 2025. Jai Saram.
Saram, thanks, Jai, for providing us with the update on the Global Young Adult Conference. Definitely looking forward to that. At this time, we would like to introduce our zonal committee chairs. First off, I'd like to welcome Brother Sai Kishore Paluru from the Prashanthi Connection Committee to share some updates.
Am I audible?
Yes.
You're a little faint. If you could talk a little louder.
Can you hear me now, Akshay?
Much better, Sainam.
Okay, thank you. Sairam, dear brothers and sisters, once again, thank you for joining. I was given about 2 minutes to just give a quick overview about this particular new zonal committee that was launched on the occasion of Swami's 98th birthday last year on November 23rd. The purpose of this zonal committee is very simple. Rathnakar sir has been talking about it. The essence is connection to what? Connection through, as long as we are in the dualism of having God separated from us, I think we need some source, and that source happens to be Prashanthi Nilayam, period. So the intention here is the aim and goal for this particular group is very simple. We want to ensure that all of us have that ability and opportunity to understand the importance of why we need this connection in the physical form and as well as the spiritual way. So both ways it has to be effective for us to really take the advantage of the ashram, the Prashanthi Nilayam that was established by God himself, Swami himself. And everything was clearly laid out by him. So what better way for us to get that opportunity not to be taken for granted, rather we should yearn and enjoy the opportunity that is given to us. So in this case, very simple. As you see from my screen, the intention is very straightforward. We want to ensure that people, maybe many of us who are on this call possibly know why we go to Prashanthi Nilayam. What about those generations, current SSSC group 3 and 1, 2 and 3s and 4s, who may not even know Swami, who may not have visited Prashanthi Nilayam at all? So their awareness about Prashanthi Nilayam or anything is through videos, maybe some conversations with some people. But the motivation factor for many might not have there for them. So this approach or the zonal committee that we are talking about has a need to establish that continuity, right? Like, for example, Brother Jai Sai was speaking about the young adults having that connection, then having the recharging and rejoicing. So that is a temporary phase. Basically, it's a one event, but this connection has to be established forever. And that's where this zonal committee, the name itself is Prashanthi Connection. your connection to Prashanti Nilayam, which was the abode of supreme love and peace, which Swami himself established. How do we plan to do it quickly in a quick approach? We want to establish why it is important, the place why it is important, then create that awareness, because many of the folks who are brand new, as Brother Rathnakar sir was mentioning earlier, the folks who are showing up, or the devotees who are showing up Prashanti, are first timers, most of them. Even within our Sai circle and center, members are also first timers, many of them. So the awareness is very limited. So we have to focus on that awareness. Once we clarify any concerns, questions, curiosities that are established, then we should also lend them ability or helping hand so they can be able to do the prep work to take that first step, where Swami says, if you take one step, rest I'll manage. So the purpose of this committee will be to establish that, allow them individuals to take that very one step. All of us need that one push, right? That motivation to go to Prashanti, even though we are all seasonal visitors to Prashanti, but we definitely need that one step support system. And then obviously once they reach the abode of Prashanti Nilayam, the first impression or the first experience that happens to them has to be also like how Swami treats all of us when we go for darshan, and every time we have a everlasting experience that we can relive every time, every other moment, right? The same thing has to be done within Prashanti Nilayam. As some new persons show up there, we give them the ability, if they are newcomers or an experienced campaigner to Prashanti Nilayam, they still have all resources at their hand, and then they will be not having any issues in terms of being there. And then once the connection is established, we want to ensure that Wi-Fi is not turned off. So we want to have that reconnectivity re-established, and thereby having this motivational aspect of recharging ourselves and re-enjoying, rejoicing ourselves, as Jay clearly mentioned. That is the focus. So this is a continuity of the entire garland of offering that we want to do. And for this, we have a lovely team. I am not going to the details. This is a team that was formed recently. Many of them are on this call, most of them are there, and most of you are also familiar. So you will be hearing more and more and more and more information as we get more and more into the 100th birthday celebrations, right? So please stay tuned, and for any further questions, please reach out to Brother Akshay, myself, or any of the national presidents on this call. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Sai Kishore. Next up, we would like to welcome and invite Dr. Geeta from the medical committee to share their presentation.
My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Thank you for all of you for coming on this line to listen to a little bit about the medical side of our activities. I'm going to start with a favorite quote of Swami's, which I love very much. A single flower cannot make a garland. All the people, the patients, the doctors, the workers, work in a spirit of harmony and unity. It is this sense of unity which contributes to the purity, and this purity of heart secures divinity. So what is so important with this medical service is not the number of patients we take care of. It is how we take care of the patients. Just to go back on the SSSGC Medical Committee, when this was first formed, there were three of us, Dr. Akshay Kalathia, myself, and Dr. Narayan Gautam. He's a cardiologist from Canada. This committee is formed by three of us, and I'm the medical camp director for all the camps. Now, for many years, Prashanti camps were just birthday camp until year 2000. Then we started having two camps, the Guru Purnima medical camps and birthday camps. why do we have camps? Because Swami says these camps are not a one-time deal, just like Brother Rathnakar was saying. This campsite and the experience that you get from these camps is to have a taste what it is to take care of patients. And Swami wanted us to take this experience and go back to our own hometown and practice this love and compassion on our own patients. And I can say to myself, being with Swami for so many years, and he himself trained me, I should say, how to take care of a patient. And it was really wonderful. It is not about number of patients. In fact, Swami says, cut down the number of patients, and whatever number of patients you see, give them all you have, all you have. So the Sai Connect is basically expand Swami in you and then see Swami in everyone that we come across. And that has expanded my connection with Swami through camps, through my own practice. Now, initially, we've been servicing these three entities in Prashanthi Nilayam. One is Sri Satya Sai General Hospital, Sri Satya Sai Super Specialty Hospital at Prashanthi, and also Sri Satya Sai Super Specialty Hospital at Whitefield. We at the camp work through Sri Satya Sai Hospital, General Hospital, where we, all the doctors who have internists or ENT, dentistry, podiatry, pediatrics, anyone can go and offer their services. Or you can go to super specialty hospitals where you can be a cardiologist. These are the specialties needed in the super specialty hospital. Cardiology, cardiothoracic surgeons, gastroenterologists, and all of the specialties in both the super specialty hospitals in Parthi as well as in Whitefield. And a lot of the doctors who've been going there and taking rotation and doing the services. Talking about the medical camp itself, I think my 2 slides got missed going back. One more. Yes. Now, during the pandemic, our camps we stopped the camps because of the pandemic, and our first camp got started in Guru Purnima Medical Camp in 2022. At that time, we were doing separate camps. We had Indian people doing their own thing, Westerners, and all the international camp was separate. And many of you asked the question as to why did we need GC? This is an example where how we evolved from being separated. So the Indian camp was one place in Prashanthi Nilayam. International medical camps was in another place. So finally, after the first camp, we decided to share ideas. We shared drugs between the 2 camps. And then slowly, we got together. At this time, in the last birthday camp, we got together, both the Indian camp and the international medical camp is under one roof now. This is a true example what GC did for us. It's because we are all together. We all share specialists. People from all walks of life come there. Every country people are under the one roof. There are men, women, medical volunteers, non-medical volunteers, allied health professionals, all are under one roof. And we share information, we take care of patients. In the last camp, so this is the strength I want to tell, even though the numbers are not important, we evolved from seeing 2,000 to 3,000 patients. Last birthday camp, we saw 11,000 and odd patients. See, this is what GC did, where we all came together under one roof. And we are all working together. And all of you are on the line. please encourage your family members to come for these camps. And as I said, camp is not the only place. You have to take this back to your home and start working in your community itself. Swami was more important in bringing this experience to your community. Swami says our backyard is our community. That's where we get strength, as in our practice. We live because of our community. So we have to strengthen our own community, and this is one way to do that. So medical camp site is just a small experience, but the bigger experience is in your own hometown, and we expand on it. And few things that we are still doing other than the super specialty hospitals, then medical camps, is to also we are trying to donate medical equipments to different hospitals, because we have to revamp a lot of the scanners, microscopes, and we try to help through the doctors, through donations, through our foundation. So if any of you are interested, you can reach myself or Dr. Kalatia or Dr. Gautam Narayan Gautam, any one of us, to help the super specialty hospitals. And also, in addition to this, what we are doing is we are training nursing students. So if anyone is interested in teaching, you have opportunity for that also. In addition to all of this, we have to bring these camps in our hometown and do small medical camps in the hometown. It doesn't have to be big camps, in a small 100 to 200 patient camps. And we are seeing that happening. Recently, we had a camp in California. We had a camp in New Jersey. And in my own hometown, we are continuously doing the camps. We are doing dental camps, podiatry camps, eye camps, personal hygiene camps. So we are expanding all these medical activities. And the most important thing is, when you do service, try to bring not only Sai devotees. This is a place where you can bring non-Sai devotees and expose them to Sai teachings. Jai Sai.
Thank you, Dr. Geeta, for sharing us with the initiatives. Next up, we have Brother Sainath Vadatirthanathan from the Sri Sathya Sai Center of Human Values to share some of their initiatives. Thank you. Sorry.
Jai Sai Ram. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, thank you. If you guys all can hear me, I want you to answer my question. Suppose you find a nice ripe mango fruit on a tree. What will you do? 3 options. 1, you ignore it and say, who will take an effort of going and plucking the mango? Option 2, take an effort, climb up the tree, pluck the mango, and eat it, as well as share with your family members, your Sai Center members, or your Sai devotees. And Swami will be very, very happy with you. But there is an option 3. The option 3 is, not only you share it with your Sai devotees, but also share it in the community, where people have not heard of Swami or not heard of any of his messages and all that. I'm sorry, the slide is not correct. Would someone project my slide, please? I mean, this is not the one. Sorry. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you. No. If you can go back to the first slide, please. I have not come to the second slide. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the third option is, you not only share with your Sai Center members, but also share it with the community. And Swami will be really, really happy when you do this program. And Swami has given us any topic under the sun. He has written books. He has given us all the messages and all that. But one most important message he wanted us to carry was, next slide, please, is on human values. He says, whoever tries to understand the human values of truth, righteous conduct, peace, love, and non-violence properly, who practices these values and propagates them with zeal and sincerity, can alone be described as a truly educated person. Now, we have underlined the word propagates, because Swami says very clearly his message is important than his image. So he wanted us to spread his message in the community. And that's how when Zone 1 was formed under the Global Council, Aksai formed this committee known as Center for Human Values. We were called before, as people might be confused, that we were all called as SSSPAVE, Program for Awareness of Human Values. But in order to be in line with what Prashanti has recently, they have created such a committee known as Human Values, Center for Human Values. So we are now changing our names to Center of Human Values and all that. So what is our vision? Next slide, please. The vision is very clear: to create an awareness of human values that reside within us. Swami has very clearly a number of times said it is all within us. The problem is we don't realize it and practically put into practice, and also spread it everyone in the community and all that. And the next is to provide tutoring support and all. The next slide, please. Thank you. We have two wings in this committee. One is the awareness of human values, and another is academic coaching and tutoring. Under the awareness of human values, last year we conducted a couple of programs for parents who have teens as children. The issues that I wouldn't call it as the issue, the whatever the interaction they parents have with the teenagers are a little different compared to others. And more than 130 participant has participated. They were all very thankful, thanks to Swami. When they all, at the end of the program, they come back and then tell us, thank you so much, I thought only my children hates me when I said no. Now I realize, with this, applying these human values, how I can improve my relation with my children and all that. And I do remember a couple of years back, a mother came and hugged me and said, brother, thank you so much, my relationship with me and my child has improved, and last night we all went together for a movie and all that. It's not that, it's because a Swami had imparted this knowledge to a lot of our gurus, and we learned from them and all that. So that's about parenting. In another few hours we have another parenting program. About 50 people have already registered, and we are going to talk about how to improve your relationship with your children and all that. Regarding juvenile, tears came to my eyes when, in Texas, in Houston, how a child, a juvenile prisoner under 16 years, she is hardly about 13 or 14 years, she is in juvenile prison because of some problems, was given Swami's message, and how that child's behavior was converted. Every week this juvenile subcommittee meets, gather Swami's quotations and his messages, and then this is communicated to that child. And very happy when I came, we all came to know that the child was completely released from the prison, and now she is in the society. Also we are all, and in New York and Manhattan areas and all that, when they do the service, they are also distributing human values messages given by Swami, and also translated into other languages like Arabic and many other African languages and all that. And these human values are being distributed to all the homeless people and all that. And then Swami's grace, we are ambitious to conduct human values program for professionals. Any organization, any professional organization, they do require Swami's message of human values, where they can interact with each other, ensure that there is a good, the company grows, and also in a useful way to the outside world and all. We are also planning to do a human values and yoga. I was so shocked when I came to know that Swami has written so many books on combining human values and yoga. So we are planning for that. And of course, the women empowerment, we are also having a subcommittee on women empowerment. And when we came to know that a women shelter was recently visited, there's so much opportunity. These people came and said, please do come and help us out in conducting various human values program, because we have people, women, who have been victimized. They want to move from homeless to a settled so we are going to start with that. And of course, we are going to have a medical professional program for human values, and that's one part of it, human values. The other part is academic coaching and tutoring. We have helped, lot of young adults in US have volunteered to have one-to-one coaching with the underserved children. These children whose parents are either not educated, nor they are working with two jobs. They don't have a time and energy to help their children. So these young adults have one-to-one session with these people, and a lot of mothers came back and said, thank you so much for conducting these programs, that our now child has improved in their ranks in the school and all that. And college prep workshop, we have conducted 2-3 workshops, and people come back and said, sorry, we were at a loss. We don't know, with SAT, PSAT, with so many jargons, we don't know how to apply. They all came back and thanked us for conducting these programs and all that. And Swami, we would love, not like, we would love to spread your message in the community, because when we do a lot of service projects, we get thank you, but trust me, when you do these programs, you will be very happy. The reason for your birth will be realized. We want all your help to ensure that you reach to the community. All the people who are listening to us, we would request you to contact any organizations, any such places where we can conduct the human values program. And we have a lot of our thankful to all the committee members who have done this wonderful job. Jai Sai Ram.
Saram, thank you so much, Brother Sainath, for your presentation. At this time, I would like to inform you all, everyone, that there's one more final presentation, and we really do thank everyone for your patience. We will close just a few minutes late with Aarti. Finally, we have Dr. Raja Rao from the educational program to give their presentation. Sarah.
Loving Sarams to all of you. Thank you for staying till the end. And as we heard earlier at the beginning of this session, Brother Rathnakar emphasized one point, which is to stay in touch with Swami's literature and use that as the guiding principles in our life. And in a nutshell, that is the essence of this program. So February 12th, 2022, with discussions with Brother Akshay, we started to pilot this program in Zone 1, which we call the educational program, Sri Sathya Sai educational program. And it was geared mostly for the young adults and the seniors in the Sai Global. So next slide, please. So this course basically consists of 3 segments. The first segment, we called it the Sri Sathya Sai Awareness course. The second one was the Sri Sathya Sai Values at Home, Community, and Society. And the third one is the Sri Sathya Sai Leadership Program. So we have finished 2 of them. If you can go back, yeah, thank you. We finished 2 of these courses, and you can see the number of registered participants and the number of participants who completed the course. So we are being a little bit strict in this course because this is Swami's course, and there are certain homeworks that the participants are expected to do. And so we are right now in the 3rd course. We have about 135 registered participants. And next slide, please. And each of these courses has 9 sessions, and they are overseen by prominent guest speakers who have been in Swami's fold for a very long time. So the speakers are given about 25 minutes of the hour and a half long program to talk about their ideas about a topic that is picked for each session. And then the participants go into a breakout rooms and deliberate on what they heard, and they come back and present to the entire course participants what they learned from the speaker's talk during that session. So this is a highly interactive session. Next slide, please. And at the end of the session, basically, what has evolved naturally is to come up with acronyms. So here, in terms of Sri Sathya Sai, this is just an example. There are many of these such beautiful acronyms. It basically capture the essence of that session. Just to give you an example, SAI Sai, we know, see always inside, or service, adoration, illumination. Now, this course is adding new dimension to such acronyms like Sai, sanctify your words, adore the divine, illuminate your thoughts, and so on. Highly interactive session. Next slide, please. And here is an example of a course certificate presented to one of the participants, and we have done this twice already for the first segment and the second segment, and we usually do this during the Guru Purnima, and we hope to complete this course with similar certificates offered to the participants during 2024 Guru Purnima. Next slide, please. So basically, the purpose of this course is, to get us out of the delusion of this baby elephant syndrome. We all heard Swami say about, when an elephant is small, it can be tied to a small peg, but when it grows up and it has this might to even uproot a tree, it still stays connected to the peg, right? So it is deluded that it has no strength. So something along that lines is the purpose of this course, because my members in this committee, Sister Ananti and Jason, when we put this material together, we are guided by this beautiful bhajan that Swami always sings, which basically says from satsang, satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve, nirmal tatvam, all the way to jivan mukti, right? So we are guided by that principle. So please spread the message, and we hope to run this course once again. Jai Sara.
Thank you, brother. Thank you to all the presenters for taking the time to share all the wonderful and impactful initiatives taking across Canada, United States, and Trinidad and Tobago. This concludes the presentations for today's forum. In the essence of time, we kindly ask that questions are referred to any officers after the meeting, and they will redirect your questions to the respective individuals.
As we reach the end of today's program, we would like to take this time to thank our beloved Swami for giving us this beautiful opportunity to come together as one Sai family. It was truly wonderful to see all the devotees across Canada, the USA, and Trinidad and Tobago come together and interact as closely as our dear Bhagwan allowed us to, and to chat and discuss about the various initiatives and offerings which we can all look forward to as we come to celebrate Swami's centennial year.
We're all looking forward to staying connected, to work together in unity, and to connect with our inner Swami, Prashanthi Nilayam, and Sai centers across the world to help bring about peace and happiness to all beings everywhere.
Once again, we wholeheartedly thank everyone for staying until the end of our forum today. We will now conclude today's program with Aarti, and we kindly ask that everyone stays until the end. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Satya Sai Hare, Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Pati Maheshwara, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Shashi Bhagana Shri Kala, Sarva Pranapati, Swami Sarva Pranapati, Ashrita Kalpaladika, Ashrita Kalpaladika, Avartandava, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Mata Pita Guru Devam, Mariyantayunive, Swami Mariyantayunive, Nana Brahma Jagannatha, Nana Brahma Jagannatha, Nagendrashrayana, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Guru समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
Hi.
Hi, Ram.